So today we are going to be talking to a mum, a businesswoman, a sewist, a designer. This woman is busy. She has a Facebook group with over 9,000 people in it. She has got a very active YouTube channel, and she is an amazing bag maker. Now, if you've been in Facebook groups for a while, you will have seen her bags because they have an amazing gold aesthetic. So that should be a little hint who we're talking about. Hi, I'm Jill. Welcome to my channel. So today we are talking to a very busy mum and an amazing businesswoman, the OG bag baddie, Ravon Clark. Welcome to Bag Chat.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
It's been a while. We're all so busy just trying to hook up times and make arrangements, but we made it. How do you cope with all of everything you do? Now, can you tell us to start with how you came about making bags, a little bit of your background?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was totally by chance. I had never sewn on a sewing machine before about maybe 4 years ago at this point. My mom used to sew. She used to sew my clothes, my brother's clothes. So she would sew, and the pieces of fabric that would fall on the ground, I would pick them up and I would cut them, and then I would hand sew outfits for my Barbies. So I have always been around sewing, but I never developed it onto a sewing machine. But I used to love to do it on my Barbies. And then when I got older, I would take my clothes and I would, cut off a shoulder and then make a new sleeve or just random stuff, but always by hand. But I started sewing bags because when the pandemic happened, I was out of work. I couldn't go to work anymore. I was I was a manager for a bar at the time. And so the bars closed down. So I was just at home with nothing to do. I was bored. I had a 1-year-old at the time. So I had kind of forgotten all of my hobbies. I had become just a mom, a working mom with a 1-year-old. And I forgot the things that I enjoyed doing. And I had all of this free time. So I was like, you know what? I used to like to sew. And then I was seeing that people were making masks and stuff like that. So I was like, I can make a mask. I can do that, right? But of course, I couldn't do it by hand. So I went and got me a refurbished sewing machine from Walmart. I think I paid like $40 for it. And I just started watching videos, YouTubes, reading little blogs with instructions. And I taught myself how to sew on that little sewing machine. It was a little brother machine. And I taught myself how to sew masks. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm making masks, but I'm kind of over it. Like, what's next? So then I started making pillows. I made so many pillows. Like Dave, I could see Dave's face when I would make a new pillow. Like he never said anything, but his eyes were like, if you make one more pillow.
You see all these memes of husbands or guys walking into bedrooms and taking all the pillows off the bed before they can do it.
Chunking them out the window, chunking them over the balcony. Like he hates them so much. And even now in our garage, because I refuse to throw them away. I'm a hoarder. That's why a lot of y'all are hoarders too. That's why we have so much fabric and stuff. But I refuse to throw these rinky dinky pillows that I made during the pandemic away. So in our garage, we have so many pillows, and he tries to throw them away. I'll catch him on trash day, carrying them out. I'm like, no, not my pillows. But anyway, so I moved on to pillows, and then after a few pillows, I started seeing bags. And to be honest, I never knew that people made their own bags. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that you bought bags at the store. I didn't know that you can make a bag. So I was like, wait, what? So I started making these bags that kind of look like pillows because they were like clutch and steel and the kind you fold over. So it's basically like a pillow and you fold over the top. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. And then after that, I was hooked. I didn't want to make anything else but bags. And that's that was about I think I started doing bags about 3 to 4 years ago. And I've been stuck ever since.
Well, we are happy that you did because we just love seeing your bags. Now, if anyone has been in Facebook groups, you would have seen one of Ravon's bags, I'm sure. They have got an amazing aesthetic. She loves her gold hardware. Now you like gold, and that is showcased on all your bags. Why gold?
Jill, I wish I knew. I don't know. I have just always been infatuated with gold. I love gold. I don't know why. It's always been a thing. Gold and red. I think they are gorgeous together. And tan, and just something. It gives me goosebumps when I see a deep, pretty gold with a deep red or tan. Like, I can't explain it, but certain colors, like, they'll give me goosebumps. Like, I don't know why I'm like this, but I am. And even if you walk through my house, like in the rooms, I'll change the color scheme a bit, but every room, the metal is gonna be gold. I don't know what it is. I've always all of my hoops are gold. I'm a gold girl. So when I became a vendor, searching for suppliers, I only wanted to buy the gold stuff. And I was like, Ravon, you can't just have gold. You have to have a variety. And then after a while, though, I said, you know what? No, you don't. You don't, because I'm passionate about the gold. Like, the other stuff I just don't care about. And so I felt like I wouldn't give it my all. Like, I wouldn't be searching as hard if I didn't care about it, or I wouldn't keep it stopped. So I said, you know what? Just go with what you know and go with what you love. And I have to give a shout out to, I believe it's Atelier Fibers, the blackest black or the darkest dark hardware. Mandy is her name. I saw that she was doing it and she only did black, and it was working for her. So I said, you know what? If she can do it in black, I can do it in gold. I'm just gonna stick with what I love. And so that's what I decided to do. And also, I'm a small business. I keep everything in my sewing room. And I was just thinking, like, if I had every color of every hardware, it would just become so overwhelming for me to stock it and find room for it. So I was like, let me save myself the extra trouble and just stick with what I know. And then that's when I was like, I'm doing gold, and that's it.
I think that's a great idea, because then you can have such a bigger stock of gold and everyone knows where to go for their gold.
Come to Luvlola, y'all. I got you.
Come to Luvlola. That's the one. So what would you say to someone who's starting a bag business or a bag supply business? What was your biggest challenge?
With selling bags, I used to. Okay, so when I started Luvlola, I wasn't selling anything. I wasn't a vendor as far as bag making supplies. I was selling bags. And I will say, if you are really wanting to sell bags, my biggest piece of advice would be take advantage of social media. Take advantage of social media, and also to go ahead and spend that extra money and buy yourself a domain and get a website. Because what I was seeing before I started selling bags was a lot of people were selling on social media, and then you would get you could read the comments. People are upset because they're not replying to the comments, or they're not replying fast enough, or they're not getting their bag fast enough, and now they don't trust anybody to make a bag, blah, blah, blah. And if you have a website, you can cut through all of that. So before I started selling my bags, I immediately got a website, because that way people were trying to text me. When you're getting messages on social media, you're getting a message on Instagram, you're getting a message on Facebook, you're getting a message on TikTok for a bag. You can't keep up with it. And then it can put you in a bad light. So I found that having a website kept me organized. And by it keeping me organized, it also gave me a reputation that they could trust, that they could buy from me, because it was a real website taking payments and stuff like that. It wasn't just like sending somebody money on Cash App. So I would say, if you're serious about selling your bags, that you need to get a website. And also you have to post a lot. I did even though I sold on my website, I used social media for my advertising, and I was posting all the time, because that's your free advertisement. And they got old, but after months of posting, and then you never know when the right person may see it, or it becomes a thing. Like, I had a bag hit over 5,000 likes, and that's what really kicked off my bag business, because I got a lot of promotion from that, and that was just a random post that I did. So you just never know who's going to see it and when it's going to kind of go viral. So you just have to really, really post a lot and be consistent if you're trying to sell, unless you want to pay for ads and stuff, which is also an option. But who wants to do that in the beginning before you're really making money? Yeah, you got to spend money to make money, but I just say take advantage of the free stuff and just post.
Yeah. And it's almost like website options aren't that expensive anymore. They used to be really expensive, but there's so many different platforms you can have your own website. So that's really great advice. And social media for your networking.
Social media, definitely for networking.
Okay, now we see all those amazing bags in front of you, Ravon. They are amazing. Tell us about them and what they are, because I'm very familiar with that little bag. I was a tester for your pattern, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern.
Yes, you were. Thank you. And you made an awesome video as well. So y'all, check out her video for the Bonnie. But this is my newest pattern. It is called the Bonnie. I actually came up with it about a year ago, and then I just got too busy to work on it. But I got back to it a couple of months ago because it's just something that I just really love this bag. You know, originally I made it for myself because I love a small bag, and I don't. It's hard to find a good small crossbody, in my opinion. So I came up with this, and when I posted it, I got some good feedback of people wanting it. So then that's when I decided, okay, let me make a pattern. So anyway, this is what I came up with. And the pattern comes with 3 sizes. There is a super mini, and then there is a compact. The super mini is the smallest size, a compact, and then there is a large. The pattern, I released it last week, and I had it on discount for the first week. I believe it's $9.50 or $9.75. And I've just been so busy, I haven't even gone back in and taken it off of the special. So if y'all see this video, it's still reduced 30% off at $9.50. And I'll leave it there for a couple of more days until this video goes up, and then I'll take it down. But it's just a fun little compact. It comes with a chain. Of course, you can turn it into an adjustable strap if you would like. It has a lock on front. It's a turn lock that's on the front, but you can modify it with whatever you want. It comes with a little pocket on the back, and also kind of like a hidden pocket that's on the back. That's pretty deep. And inside we have a zippered pocket on the flap. And even the mini, it's small, but because of the way that it's made, even the mini has like decent space. Like you can fit your phone and some other stuff in there because of the shape of it.
I am in love with the mini. The mini is so cute.
I know it's my bag. I'm biased, but I don't care. I freaking love this pattern, and I really love the mini.
It's got plenty of room in it. It's really roomy for a small bag. It is amazing. So how did you find the design process? Being a designer myself, I know what it can be like at times. How did you find it?
So part of the reason that I put off making this Bonnie pattern was because of the design process. I'm not good with computers, period. I don't even know how to use Google Documents. You know, I don't care. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't even know how to use that. I've never been a computer girl. Yep. And when I decided to make this pattern, I didn't know how to do it. I literally, I can draw it and I can sew it, but I didn't know anything about, I was like, how do I get it inside the computer? Like, that's how old school I was. Like, how do I get this template inside my computer? So I purchased Affinity Designer, and I got started working on it, and I got so overwhelmed that, like I said, it was a year ago, I kind of just stopped. I tried it for about a month, playing with it, watching lots of YouTube videos, blah, blah, blah. And then I just kind of gave up. I was busy anyway. But then 2 months ago, I was like, you know what? I want to do this. So I got back in it, and I just watched hours and hours and hours and hours of videos, and read blogs, and read all of the information that Affinity offers as well on their website. And I just taught myself, and it was really hard for me. But I will say, now that I've gotten that part out of the way, the learning, I think that moving forward is going to come a lot easier for me for my other patterns. That was the main thing with it being my first pattern, and learning it while trying to put out the pattern and making it all at the same time. It was a very stressful process. And I made it through. And I want to say thank you to Jill, because Jill also uses Affinity, and she helped me a couple of times when I just was like, I don't even know. Like, you know, she would be like, have you tried this and this? And I was like, no, I haven't tried that, because why would I do that?
Yeah. Vector-based programs, they are a learning curve. And, you know, if you haven't used them before, you know, so all the people out there who don't appreciate the learning and the time that goes into making these patterns, and what we might think works because it's in our head, it doesn't necessarily work for other people. So it is months of work. It really is. And we are so glad that you stuck with it, because the bag making world is better with your little pattern in it. It is gorgeous.
Thank you so much, Jill.
You are welcome. So if for someone who's wanting to get in design, what would you say? Apart from don't. You're not allowed to say don't.
I know, right? One, believe in yourself, because I almost didn't start this pattern because I didn't believe that I could do it. And one of my best friends told me, Ravon, you should do it. You can make this pattern. And I told her, I can't do that. I can never do that. This was about 2 years ago. She told me this. So it took me a year of her telling me, Ravon, you can do it. You can do it, before I actually believed that maybe I can. So whatever doubt or negativity that you have to let that go. So you just got to believe in yourself. And now, after you believe in yourself, you can't stop there, because believing ain't going to do it. Now you have to act on it. You have to act on it. You have to educate. You have to put in the time. You have to put in the hours, because it is hard. It is hard. And, you can ask somebody who knows how to do it, how you do this, how you do this, but it's so hard to even explain that. Even if someone was to ask me, like, well, can you help me? I want to make a pattern. Really, I can't, because even though I've learned it enough to maneuver it for myself, I don't think I'm at a level to help someone else. So what I'm saying is, there is no shortcut. Don't be asking people, how do you do, not until you at least take the time and put in months of research for yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I would recommend. Believe in yourself, do the homework. It's going to take months and months. It's hard, but do that. And then surround yourself with people who are knowledgeable and willing. Knowledgeable that can help you, because one of the biggest things that I have in my pattern was the way that I was writing stuff. It was coming off weird. And I didn't see it at first, but because I had people that were willing to give me that feedback, I finally was able to see what they were talking about and then fix the problem, which is now going to help me on my next pattern. So you have to have people who are willing to give you feedback, and also people that are knowledgeable. Like I said, Jill helped me out with some things that I didn't even know to ask about, but because she knew about it, she was able to do it. And Lori, she helped me a lot too with my wording and my grammar and just little mistakes that I had. So you have to have that tribe around you, because it takes a village. It really does. And you have to be open to that feedback. And sometimes it can hurt. Sometimes it can feel like they're jabbing at you, but they're doing it to help you. So
it's really easy to feel really embarrassed that, oh my God, I thought this was ready to go out, and it's like there's more and more that needs fixed, but it's never ready.
It's never ready.
It's never ready.
Even when it's ready, I bet me or somebody can go and find something to fix. Like, it's never all the way ready, but it's like your child.
Yeah.
You raise them and let them go into the world. It is what it is. It is what it is.
So you are also teaching Vavani at Vegas. That is exciting.
Yeah, so I'm going to be teaching this Vani pattern at Sewist, Sin City. So it's going to be going on in Vegas this month on the 20th. It's the 20th through the 23rd. Again, it's by Sewist, and I have 2 classes that I'm going to be teaching of the Vani, one on Friday and one on Saturday. And then I'm also going to be teaching a class on how to make a belt, because I like to make belts to match my purses. We've pretty much got the hardware for it. So it's like, why not? And also, when I used to sell my bags, I had a lot of people that would order custom. They like to have that option to order a custom belt to go with their bag. So it's always something good if you are selling bags to offer to make you stand out from other people. And then I'll be teaching a collar class. We're going to be making collars for our besties, our cats and our dogs. And then also we're going to be doing, I'm teaching a bow class, like vinyl bows, because I have a 6-year-old, Lola, which I named my company after, Luvlola. She's 6 and she loves bows. And y'all, bows are expensive. So these bows, I'm spending $2-3 a bow, and she wants one to match every outfit, and I'm not doing that. So I'm like, you know what? I can just make her own. I can make the bows. So that's what I am doing. That's what I've started doing. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the class. So I have 4 classes in Vegas. I'm super excited about it. Speaking of that, all of this that you see is me. I've started prepping because I'm going to be providing kits in Vegas. Each kit is going to come with the pattern. It's already going to be cut. It's going to be interfaced. It's going to have the markings on it for where the hardware goes. Yeah, so that the class can, go by pretty smoothly, pretty fast. And I decided to make extra, and I'm actually going to start selling these Vonnie kits on my website. So if anybody wants to make a Vonnie, you can go. It's not up yet, so don't start hitting me up. I'm going to start getting these messages. I didn't see it on the website because it ain't there yet. Okay, it's coming. It's coming.
Maybe after June. Anyway, maybe after Vegas.
Right, exactly. I'm prepping for Vegas, and I'm going to prep some extras and play around with it. And then after Vegas, I'll get it all added to my website. And then I'm also going to, this is random. You didn't ask me about this, but I'm about to start offering not mystery boxes, but kind of mystery boxes, like Luvlola boxes that are going to go out bi-monthly. And they're going to have combinations of fabric, hardware, webbing, maybe even a Vonnie cutter. I don't know. Every month is going to be different. So that's also something that I'm working on that's going to be happening after Vegas that I am super excited about.
That is really exciting because people love bag boxes. Yep, that's awesome.
Right.
They really do. So you've got a lot on. So for people to keep in touch with you, I know if they want something, they should email through your website. But how do they keep in touch with you? How do they follow you? What's your socials?
I am everywhere. Guru. I'm everywhere. I'm not as good about social media as I used to be just because in this time period, I'm so busy getting ready for Vegas. But usually if you post or hit me on social media, I'm going to see you within a day. But anyway, you can find me on social media. All of them. It's going to be the same handle. It's Luvlola Looks. Look, I'm under Baggy Baddies. Yes. Facebook, you can find me under Baggy Baddies. But Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, I'm under @Luvlola Looks. Try to keep it simple and keep it the same across all boards.
Oh, it makes it so much easier, doesn't it? So much easier.
Yes, it does.
So if you guys aren't a member of the Bag Baddies Facebook group, I'll put a link to that below, and I'll also drop all Ravon's links down below, as well as the link to the pattern. So it has been really great talking to you. And
you too.
Time zones. It's kind of, we won't discuss time zones, but it was nice to actually make a time and do it. Great to have the inspiration. So it's been awesome talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Yes, no, thank you for inviting me.
It was a bit of a mission to align our schedules, but I'm really pleased we did it. I've really enjoyed having you on the show. So we all struggle with certain things on our own, and it's really great to know that we're not alone, that there is a big community out there. So thank you so much, Ravon, for joining us today. So that is the first episode of Bag Chat. So thank you for joining us. And please, if there's anybody you'd like us to interview or anything you'd like to know, or if you have any follow-up questions to this interview, do drop them in the comments. And please, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching our interview today, and have a great day.